shooting 43% as a team.
Yeah, I think that comes from defense. You know, they get stops, they get quick transition points, and they're really good at sharing the ball. You know, you can tell how well they get together and are, you know, happy for each other for scoring. They share the ball really well.
Yeah, you allude to the sharing. Western Kentucky leads Conference USA, averaging 16 assists per game. That'll play. .10 start for Western Kentucky. Panthers have missed their first 4 shots. Hayes, the freshman point guard. Trying to turn the corner, guarded by Meade. Pass deflected. Picked up in the corner by Trice. Lofts it to Nelson. Shot clock inside in 10 seconds again. Here's Trice for a 3, and she buries it. That's got to feel good for FIU, making their first shot of the game after missing their first 4. Here's that tempo for the Lady Toppers. That shot off the mark. Rebound picked up by Cologne, the senior. She's got to race up the floor herself, missed the layup. And this is the style of pace that Western Kentucky wants to play in. This is where they play at a high level because they get buckets like that by Macy Blevins. Western Kentucky's made 5 of their last 6 shots, leading 13-3. Hayes again penetrates. Nice bucket for Hayes. Hayes averaging 7 points a game her freshman season, coming off 11 points last time out against Marshall. Here's Meredith, step back rainbow 3, left it short. How about the guard? Meade swooping in for the offensive rebound and a foul underneath. We got subs for each team here. The freshman Gabby McBride enters as you get a look at that last sequence and a foul that was called. So McBride in, the freshman out of Roanoke, Texas. Transfer from Iowa State. Grace Hunter on the floor for FIU, the junior guard out of New Zealand. She turns the corner, fires it to Cologne for the 3. That's off the mark. Torres with a rebound, cycles it out. Trice, 3, got it.
3-point basket by number 2, Trice.
Under 5 to play in the first quarter. Here's Blevins, pulls up for 2 and sinks it. What a start offensively, Micah, for WKU, shooting 60% from the field and a quick answer from Maria Torres.
Yeah, FIU seems to be getting much more comfortable on the offensive end.
Yeah, they missed their first 4 shots. Since then, they made 4 of their last 6. Here's a lob underneath to McBride, and McBride looked like she stepped out of bounds underneath the bucket, as this will take us to immediate timeout. 4:27 first quarter. A lot of points, strong start in the opening quarter for both teams. Western Kentucky leading FIU 15-10. Back with more from Diddle Arena after this. Welcome back to Diddle Arena, 4:27 first quarter. Western Kentucky leading FIU 15-10. And Micah, the pace of this game, it's been very fast the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, very fast and very few subs. There's been 9 fast breaks between each team. If they keep this up, it's going to be a very high-scoring game.
Panthers have it coming out of the immediate timeout. So they got off to a slow start, missed their first 4 shots, and then they finally settled down and started knocking some down as Cologne off the mark on a triple. That's out of bounds, and it belongs to FIU. Fresh shot clock here for the Panthers.
Now entering for FIU, number 12,
Emerald Ekpeteta on the floor, the senior out of London, England, and transfer from Niagara. She played in 85 games at Niagara, averaging 8 points off the bench this year at FIU. Here she is in the corner. She'll cycle it on the wing and over the head of Cologne, and a turnover, the 5th one of the afternoon for FIU. Here's the freshman, Mead. Lady Hilltoppers have two very good freshmen. Here's one of them, Meredith, who has fouled. This will be the third foul in the quarter on FIU. Alma Danielson checks in, the senior out of Sweden. Danielson averaging 2 points and a rebound this year. JUCO transfer out of Palm Beach State Community College. Under 4 to play in the first quarter. Mead on a drive, nice spin move. Almost was able to bank it in. Cologne lost it, gathers it back. Is able to skip it over to Grace Hunter, who just checked in. Hunter, the junior out of New Zealand. Hunter will take it all the way inside herself and draws a foul. This will be the second one in the quarter on Western Kentucky. And this will be the game's first free throws for FIU.
Foul on number 42, Gabby McBride. That's her first, team's second of the first quarter.
Selma Kilo is on the floor, the sophomore from Lawrenceville, Georgia. Makes her first appearance. Impressions so far in the opening quarter, Micah, or what?
I mean, just a very fast-paced game so far. You know, when Western had to run some plays in the half court, hasn't gone as well as they've done getting out in transition.
Hunter off the mark on the free throws. 4-point lead for Western Kentucky. They get off to a 10-0 start as that's punched out of bounds by Torres.
The past few possessions have gone to half court, not as many fast breaks recently.
What do you attribute that to?
Possibly a little fatigue, you know, and, you know, people are starting to sub. Both teams have several subs in, so.
Merrill knocks down a three. She's got 10 points in this opening quarter. She scored 10 points in the last game against FAU. Again, leading Conference USA with 20 points per game. What a start for her. Pull-up jumper, Cologne, rims out. Meredith claims the rebound. Got to find somebody to throw it to. Is able to flip it to Mead. Mead on the wing. Merrill wants another one. She has two in a row. 13 points in the first quarter. Good ball movement here for FIU. Hunter gets a good look. That's a big answer for the Panthers. So right when we were talking about the pace slowing down, here it is again. Going fast between the Lady Hilltoppers and the Panthers. Under 2 minutes remaining in the opening quarter. Mead's gonna let one fly. Goodness gracious, 3 triples in a row for Western Kentucky. Western Kentucky, Mike, is 4 or 5 from deep to start this game.
You know, they all are shooting with a ton of confidence, it appears.
Here's Trice. She'll get rid of it. Cologne, this could be a backcourt violation, and it is. And those are the kind of turnovers that can drive a head coach crazy.
Absolutely.
6 turnovers in this opening quarter for FIU. They average 18 a game. Jenna Walker in the game for Western Kentucky. Walker, freshman guard out of Priceville, Alabama. Scored 9 points against FIU 2 weeks ago in Miami. Savory on the floor as well, sophomore out of Louisville, Kentucky. She was the co-Conference USA Freshman of the Year last year. Got a whistle. And a foul off the ball on Western Kentucky with 1:10 remaining in this first quarter.
You know, back to Savory, that's shows a lot about her as a player, being the co-player or Freshman of the Year last year, now coming off the bench, bringing the same energy.
Yeah, speaks a lot of her for sure. She's averaging 7 points a game this year. Hayes falls down. It's another turnover, the 7th on the Panthers. 48 seconds remaining. And another turnover. This will be the 5th one on Western Kentucky. Well, they want to play fast, Mike, and they want to play in transition. And when you do that, it can lead to turnovers. Western Kentucky's averaging 21 turnovers a game. Part of that is tempo. The other part is a lot of freshman guards on the floor. Backdoor cut. Hunter kind of bounced on the rim twice. Did not want to go down. No more shot clock. Western Kentucky has the final shot, but they're going to shoot before that. Stick back. Good by Kilo. This is the largest lead in the first quarter for Western Kentucky. Here's Hayes. Hayes whips it in the corner. Gonzalez for 3. Another one. The 4th triple in the opening quarter for FIU. 2 seconds. Walker launches. A lot of points scored in that first quarter. A lot of fireworks. Hilltopper shot 63% from the floor to kick off the first quarter. And the Lady Hilltoppers will take a 9-point lead after 1. Welcome back to Diddle Arena as we get ready for the start of the second quarter. Western Kentucky leading FIU 26-17. Graham Doty, Micah Spears. Happy to be with you. And Micah, so far, both teams shooting the ball very well. What FIU is 40% from the field. Western Kentucky 63%. What jumps out to you after 1 quarter of play?
You know, WKU did lead that one most of the time, but FIU, towards the end of that quarter, started drive and kick, and they're shooting 66% from the 3-point line. So definitely doing a good job of that now.
Got a foul to begin the second quarter. First in the quarter on Western Kentucky. That one is tacked on Merrill, her first. Western Kentucky enters today's game, one of the hottest teams in the country and in Conference USA. They're undefeated in Conference USA plays. Nelson takes it inside and misses. Cleaned up, though, by Torres. 4 points for Torres. So Western Kentucky's won 8 straight. Best start in conference action for the Lady Hilltoppers since the 2015-2016 season, as Western Kentucky will turn it over here. This will be the 6th turnover. But that's a season you're familiar with. What do you remember most about winning 8 games in a row? How much fun is it?
It is fun. It does come with a little pressure. That's what everyone's talking about right now, and everybody brings their A game to play you. They're trying to break the streak, so you got to bring your A game every game.
Were you superstitious? We visited with Greg Collins, and I asked him, and he said, nope, just as long as we keep winning.
Right.
That was his answer.
I think every player kind of has their pregame routine, so to an extent, yeah, but not terribly bad.
Here's a drive and a foul. Almost an N1 opportunity for Faustino, the sophomore out of Portugal that's in for the first time. First foul in the quarter on FIU. 2 shots coming up here for Teresa Faustino. 53% at the line this season. She did not play against FIU a couple weeks ago. Not a lot of free throws so far in this first half. That one off the back of the rim and a rebound for Hayes. Her second. Panthers have been able to hit some shots from the outside. 4-7. 3-second violation is called on Torres. So that's now 8 turnovers on the Panthers. Panthers have been on the road for a while, coming off a game at Marshall. Quick turnaround. Go from Western Kentucky to, rather, West Virginia to Bowling Green, Kentucky. Here's a fresh shot clock for the Lady Hilltoppers. So the pace of the second quarter completely different from what we saw in the first quarter, and a turnover leads to a foul.
FIU foul number 44.
Whether it's actually a foul on the Panthers and Maria Torres. That's her second and the second in the quarter. So Torres comes off the floor. Nice pass underneath. Pops out. Another offensive rebound. Faustino kicks it on the wing. She's going to get it right back for a three and bury it. Good hustle by Faustino. How good does it feel as a player? Hustle play like that leads to a three ball.
That's usually how it works out. You know, you hustle or set a screen for someone else, and you usually get it back.
There's a nice answer by the senior guard, Raquel Bernard. 9-point lead for Western Kentucky. Lady Hilltoppers have led by as much as 12. In the corner, Savory for three. Her first bucket. And Micah, that is now 6 threes for Western Kentucky. This is a team that can light it up. They made 14 threes in a game this season. That's a school record. Gerard Bernard trying to answer. Comes up empty, but it's out of bounds off of Faustino. 18 to shoot here for FIU.
You know, the pace is changing, but both teams are subbing, playing a lot of different lineups. We're seeing a lot of players come off the bench.
In conference play, did you find it, like, would coaches normally stick with 8 players or play more than that in conference games?
Usually, you know, you have it down to 8 maybe in a rotation, but, you know, both teams are doing well to have that many that they can trust and to put on the floor.
Gonzalez tried to thread the needle, and it's another turnover. 9 turnovers on the Panthers. And a travel. You could tell Faustino, she couldn't tell if she wanted to shoot a three or pump fake and drive. 8 turnovers on WKU. .6:30 remaining in the second quarter. Panthers start this quarter 2 of 5 from the field. There's another turnover. 10 turnovers on FIU, but they get it right back. Here's Gonzalez. She'll spin one in. That was big for the Panthers. Able to cut it to 10. Nice move, Morale in the corner. Teeing up a three. Foster off the mark, and a foul underneath on Gonzalez. Her first and the second in the quarter on the Panthers.
You're looking at WKU on the floor right now. Every one of them, I think, has attempted a three-point shot today. So, you know, that's a huge threat.
Yeah, you are right. The only guard that has yet to attempt a three-point shot, it's Walker. She lofts it to Foster. WKU 6 of 9 from deep in this first half. Shot clock is at 5. A roll on a drive. She's going to take it herself, and she'll bank it in. Her first points in the quarter. She's got a game high 15. Nelson's been pretty quiet so far for FIU. Has yet to score. Panthers leading scorer on the season. There's another turnover. High pass, 11 turnovers. Nice catch made by Faustino. There's a lot of contact, no whistle, and Morale is there to clean it up. She's up to 17 points and a timeout called on the floor. Western Kentucky has its largest lead of the afternoon. 37-23, Lady Hilltoppers over the Panthers. We'll step aside and be back with more from Diddle Arena. We welcome you back to Diddle Arena with 5:14 remaining in the second quarter. Look at that last sequence. That was Faustino. He's able to draw a foul. 37-23 lead for Western Kentucky. Lady Hilltoppers have won 8 in a row. Matches the longest winning streak since 2015-2016 on a big day this afternoon in Bowling Green and Diddle Arena as the 1992 Western Kentucky Lady Hilltopper team. They will be honored today. That is the team that went to the third Final Four in program history and finished as the national runner-up. Western Kentucky played Stanford for the national championship that season. Here's a three in the corner. Another air ball. Nelson off to a slow start, still searching for her first points. So these two teams meeting for the second time this season, played 2 weeks ago. Good ball movement here, but it results in another turnover. What are your memories playing against FIU? You're no stranger to playing the Panthers.
Oh, absolutely not. It was always a fun trip, going down to Miami. Always had a lot of good athletes. I remember one, Jerica Coley. She was really hard to stop, so she's the one that sticks out in my mind, but always some good matchups between WKU and FIU.
I bet you like going down there in the winter too, right?
Right, a little different than Bowling Green, Kentucky.
There's snow on the ground in Bowling Green today. A couple more misses at the rim for FIU. Both teams continue to shoot at a high mark, especially the Lady Hilltoppers at 58%. Here's a trap, and Meade is in trouble and somehow is able to get it to Foster. What a play, Meade to Foster. Not sure how she got that pass to her, but she did. So Micah, the Panthers offensively, they have 11 turnovers. What are something they can do to clean that up? There's a way to do it for Cologne.
Get some easy baskets, get your confidence up. I mean, they're shooting well from the three, but they just have to get some more looks.
Here's that ball movement again. Western Kentucky leading Conference USA in assists per game. Foster is going to shoot a baseline jumper. Smith had it momentarily. Nelson pounces on top of it. This will be a jump ball, and it sticks with Western Kentucky. So a fresh shot clock here for the Lady Hilltoppers as Torres comes back on the floor. There's Greg Collins, now in his 4th season as a head coach at WKU. Picked up win number 62 last time out against FAU. Was the assistant coach at Western Kentucky for 6 years before being named the full-time head coach. Meredith drops it off to Foster. Foster, nice find to Meade, who flips one in. You can see why Western Kentucky leads the league in assists. The ball movement is sensational.
It is, and they stay moving. They're looking for their teammates to cut and looking for the open person, making the extra pass.
Under 3 to play in the first half. Almost another turnover. There's a drive. Nice bucket by Emerald.
That was a tough shot.
She's normally instant offense off the bench for FIU. Here's Smith in the corner. Meade up top. Good look for 3. Blevins left it short. Hayes is fouled, stopping the clock with 2:17. Second foul in the quarter on WKU. That one on Meade, her second. Looks like Meade will stay on the floor. Here's a look at that last foul in sequence. Tried to wrap around and poke it out of bounds, and she clipped Hayes on the elbow. Hunter, a lob. It actually hits the rim. Referees are going to say it's FIU basketball. Shot clock sits at 13. Intercepted by Meredith. 13 turnovers on the Panthers. Meredith tees up a three. Offline, Hayes another rebound. That's her third to lead FIU. Hayes driving to her left. Can't finish. Rebound Meredith and a whistle and a foul on Torres. That's her second, fourth in the quarter on FIU.
FIU foul on number 44, Maria Torres. That's her second, team fourth.
Aurora Bernard back on the floor, as is Olivia Trice for the Panthers.
Now entering for your Lady Toppers.
So get another look at that foul. Maybe a little bit of frustration after the miss.
A little bit. You know, coaches don't like to see that, you know, an unnecessary foul away from the basket.
So this game started with all kinds of fireworks. A lot of points scored in that opening quarter. Western Kentucky put up a 26 spot in that first quarter. Not as many points scored in this one. A turnover. Lady Hilltoppers try to force it to Hunter. Good look for three. Knocked down by Vera Bernard. 5 points for the senior out of Spain. Approaching the final minute in the first half. WKU hasn't scored in over 2 minutes. Who do the Lady Hilltoppers go to offensively here? Shot clock is at 8.
And I would say Meredith is a huge threat right now.
And a turnover. Blevin steps out of bounds. 11 turnovers on WKU. So Coach Collins is going to insert Gabby McBride and Savory back on the floor. Again, these two teams played each other just 2 weeks ago. Game plan is fresh. Here's a turnover that results in a bucket. First points of the day for the freshman Jenna Walker. Turnovers have been an absolute killer today for FIU. 15 turnovers in the first half. 5-second difference, game clock, shot clock. Nelson, 0 for 3 in this first half shooting. Nelson kicks it in the corner, contact, and this will be a charge on Nelson. It's been a frustrating first half for the leading scorer this season, Kayla Nelson.
Absolutely, and that's hard. You know, she's drawing the double team quite a bit through this first half. I know the frustration's starting to set in.
Kyla Nelson comes off the floor. There's 16 seconds, plenty of time here for WKU. Largest lead in the first half, it's been 16 for the Lady Hilltoppers. 3 to shoot. Somebody's got to shoot it in a hurry. Meredith with time. Count the basket for Maya Meredith. What a ways to close the first half. Look at the smile on her face. She should be smiling after that sequence. She has a free throw as well. Check this out.
Great take, great shot. Just to stay focused to make that one, especially at the end of the quarter. It's huge going into halftime.
How good do those feel as a player to make a tough bucket and get fouled?
You know, especially when the buzzer's going off, there's really not a better feeling. And just the confidence that's going to grow. You know, the momentum's definitely on WKU's side after that shot going into half.
So they are putting referees Brian Hall, Neonte Williams, and Natasha Canby. They put 9/10 of a second on the clock, and we have a free throw for Maya Meredith. This will be her first free throw of the afternoon, and she misses it. FIU will not shoot it to close the first half. What a first half, though, it was for Western Kentucky. Hilltoppers lead at the break 45-30 over FIUE. Rather, FIU, they're trying to make it 9 wins in a row. Back with more in Diddle Arena. Getting close to the start of the second half between Western Kentucky and FIU at Diddle Arena. 15-point advantage for the Lady Hilltoppers at the break. And one thing, Micah, that we haven't talked about yet, it's Panthers' leading scorer, Kyla Nelson. She's averaging 13 points a game, and so far in this one, she's scoreless on 0-3 shooting. She's going to have to get going for the Panthers to have success in the second half.
Yeah, I think that'll be a big factor going into the second half. You know, her teammates are looking for her to, you know, bring a spark, and I think getting a few buckets to fall early, maybe raise her confidence a little bit and get going.
And one thing that we touched on one point in that first half, that they honored the team, the 1992 team for Western Kentucky at halftime. Awesome moment to see former Lady Hilltopper players and the coaching staff come back. The 1992 team, it's the third team ever for WKU to make the Final Four. That team played for a national championship, played the Stanford Cardinal and finished as the national runner-up. Always a cool moment to see a team like that come back to Diddle Arena and be honored.
It is. It is for the, you know, the players, the coaches, and even the fans, you know, to see them in the building. I know the players met with them, and just to meet somebody who's had success coming from Western, you know, that's huge. You play for the team that came before you. And so, yeah, that's huge for them to get to meet them and talk to them.
Here's a look at some of the first half stats. And really, Micah, it was the first quarter. WKU, in the blink of an eye, got off to a 10-0 start, and they have not looked back since. It was really that quick start that got the Lady Hilltoppers rolling early.
You know, that's what they're all about, getting stops, getting turnovers, and getting out in transition.
Yeah, all of this was the first 3 minutes of the game. 17 points scored in that first half for Conference USA's leading scorer, the senior guard out of Egypt. Morali has been fantastic. Touched on her earlier. She has been patient. She has gotten better each and every year. And Greg Collins said she just is a hard worker and has put the time in, and it is paying off in a big way her senior season. So the Panthers have it to begin the third quarter. Nice pass to Torres. She misses it though. Trying to fight to gather it back. We got bodies everywhere. The ball trickles out of bounds in the corner. It remains FIU basketball.
You know, those are the ones that they really need to make close to the basket to get back into this game.
So if you're the Panthers here, what do you want to see early to start the second half to try to chip away into this lead?
You know, I think going to Nelson, getting her going, getting her confidence up, just getting her involved, I think will be a huge spark for them.
Let's see if they try to get it to her. Here's Hayes on a baseline drive. Leaves it short, and another rebound for Meade. Meade, a rifle pass. It's knocked away, and then a foul on Jalen Foster. First foul in the quarter on WKU. First personal on Foster. Turnovers, a lot of turnovers for both teams. It's now 12 on WKU. Nelson calling for it, receives it. Trying to avoid the trap. Farrar Bernard, under 10 to shoot. Trice, the leading scorer, finds Nelson, a good look. Almost banked it in. Nelson, 0 of 4 shooting. There you go, they're trying to get her involved early.
They are, and you know, WKU is doing a good job mixing up. Came out in a 2-3, not man, so not letting FIU get comfortable.
Meredith drills a 3, her first in the afternoon, number 7 total for Western Kentucky. And a quick answer by the freshman guard, Hayes. $16-point lead. It's the largest of the afternoon for WKU. Winners of 8 straight, 6-0 in Conference USA. That time, Meredith off the mark. Fresh shot clock here for the Lady Hilltoppers. And a time call momentarily. Trice had to retie her shoe. How often did that happen with you?
Sometimes. It's usually the same player.
But we're all 17 in the first half. Kicks him in the corner, shot clock at 7. Meredith with 5 to shoot. Meredith goes around, Trice. Oh, can't finish. Torres gets it to Farrar Bernard for 3. Nelson tracks down an offensive rebound. Both teams have been able to cradle a lot of offensive rebounds. FIU has 9. Shot clock at 3. Hayes penetrates, and Hayes draws a foul. Number 2 in the quarter on Western Kentucky. So that's one to watch. That's number 3, Micah, on the point guard, Alexis Mead. She stays on the floor. Nelson uncorks a 3. Still searching for that first bucket. She's 0 of 5 shooting. Torres gets popped for a foul, her 3rd. Torres, the only Panther with 3 fouls. She checks out. It'll be interesting, Micah, to see if she returns in this quarter with the 3 fouls.
Every coach has a different philosophy about that. You know, Mead has 3 and she's still on the floor, so we'll see how long she stays on here too.
When that happened with you, did you like that to stay in the game, or would you prefer to have been taken off the floor?
You know, your mentality kind of changes. I feel like they can't play as hard on defense, scared they're going to get another foul, so it definitely does. It's in the back of your mind.
We have a foul fest to begin this 3rd quarter. That one is on the freshman, Jalen Foster. There's a turnover. Meredith comes away with it. Blevins, freshman out of Kentucky. Under 7 minutes remaining in the quarter. Mead almost lost it, gathers it back, and a jump ball has been called, and it remains Lady Hilltopper basketball, 8 on the shot clock. It's been a physical possession here.
It has. FIU's picking up the intensity. You know, they got several good traps out of that possession, bringing the heat on WKU.
5 seconds. Merald goes to work. Got to get one off. It's deflected. Couldn't tell if she was trying to shoot it or pass it. It's a shot clock violation one way or the other.
Yeah, not a good possession for WKU. That's a good way to get some momentum if you're FIU, though.
Both teams on a dry spell here. Nobody has scored in over 2 minutes. You just saw Jessica Burks-Wiley now in her 2nd season as the head coach. Her husband, one of her assistant coaches. That's a big bucket from Emerald. Blevins on a drive. Offensive rebound. Foster. Right place, right time. Foster. She's got 5 points.
Pace is definitely slowing down. WKU's in the zone now.
So how should the Panthers handle this with a slow pace and the zone defense?
Driving and kicking.
Kind of like that
Yep,
right there.
Absolutely, yep. Breaking down the defense.
Oh, nice bucket by the senior. Farrah Bernard, JUCO transfer out of Casper Community College. Catch and shoot, corner 3. That one is an air ball. Out of bounds to FIU. So a rare miss. WKU still shooting at a 50% mark, though, from the outside. I'm sure Greg Collins is ecstatic with that.
Any coach would be, but I don't think he's too happy with the start of the 2nd half.
Slow scoring for sure after the first quarter. WKU put up 26 points in the first quarter.
Have 4 fresh bodies on the floor now, so we'll see if it turns around.
Hayes can finish with the left hand. Offensive board for FIU. Gonzalez up top. 3 ball on the way. Hunter rims out. Barral's going to take it all the way herself and draws a foul. She collided with Gonzalez. Second foul on Gonzalez, second in the quarter on FIU. Timeout called on the floor with 4:47 to play in the third. WKU has had the lead the majority of the way. Hilltoppers in front 50-36 over FIU. .447 third quarter. WKU in front of FIU 50-36. Look at the last sequence to put us at the free throw line. Morale was able to draw a foul. So Micah, last game she did something that hasn't happened this season yet. She did not attempt a free throw in the last game against FAU. She goes to the line a lot this season.
Yeah, that is very unlike her. Every game I've been to, she's been living at the line. So.
Well, she's attempted over 100 free throws now this season, which is 43 more than the next closest Lady Hilltopper.
Yeah, she's very good at drawing fouls, and she's good at finishing too, so that always helps.
51-36 lead for the Lady Hilltoppers. Nice drive as Cologne got bumped and fouled. Fourth in the quarter on WKU. Foul is on Selma Kulo, the sophomore from Lawrenceville, Georgia. Number 1 on her. So here's Cologne. 93% at the line this season. She's an Elon transfer. So prior to this moment here, she has not been at the free throw line the last 2 games. She goes 2 for 2. Walker back on the floor, as is Savory. A lot of the key players for WKU, underclassmen, which can only be good things for Greg Collins and his staff moving forward in Conference USA.
Right, definitely something to look forward to. And even this season, you know, you've seen them learn and grow. Big bucket by FIU there.
Yeah, that was another one for Cologne. She's got 6, and now she'll foul Faustino in the backcourt. First foul on Cologne, number 3 in the quarter on the Panthers. You can tell they picked it up a little bit defensively here, intensity-wise.
Absolutely, kind of chipping away at the WKU lead, finding a little rhythm.
Lady Hilltoppers led by as much as 16 a couple of different times. Kulo travels with the basketball. Trying to dribble across the lane and post up, and it's another turnover, number 15 on WKU.
FIU's doing a good job on the defensive end, not letting WKU not getting very many good looks.
Gonzalez finds Cologne. She's had the hot hand as of late, and she'll turn it over. 17 turnovers now on the Panthers. Talking about turnovers, when these two teams played each other at FIU back on January the 8th, there were 46 combined turnovers.
Oh, wow.
46. We're on pace for that this afternoon as well. Walker will get rid of it. Again, WKU, seems like they're trying to solve this zone defense. Haven't quite figured it out just yet. That's out of bounds. It sticks with the Lady Hilltoppers. Are you surprised Panthers are playing zone after Western Kentucky's made 7 threes?
A little, but I think they're just trying to, you know, switch it up and get WKU out of a rhythm, and it appears to be working for them.
Gonzalez off the floor. Olivia Trice returns, the Bowling Green transfer. She went to Wayne High School in Huber Heights, Ohio. Same high school as Marcus Freeman went to. Now the Notre Dame football head coach. No look pass. It was knocked away by Emerald, and Emerald forces a turnover. Here's Hayes. Dangerous pass to Trice. It's been a low-scoring third quarter. Emerald calling for it. She'll receive it. Force one up and got it blocked. Physical play underneath the bucket, and after all that, a jump ball's been called. FIU possession.
It's good defense by FIU not to reach in and get a foul on that.
So new life here for the Panthers, trying to make it a single-digit deficit with a bucket here. Here's Cologne. Cologne, dangerous pass in a crowd. Hayes kicks it to Nelson. Nelson looking for a first bucket, and there it is.
I know that's what their coach and the rest of their players have been waiting for.
Morale on a drive, and a foul's been called. This will be the fourth one on the Panthers, who are on a 7-0 run over the past 2:15. WKU hasn't scored in over 2.5 minutes. A chance to snap that streak at the line. Not only is Morrow a fantastic scorer, Micah, she's not afraid to grab some rebounds. She has the most rebounds in a game this season by any Conference USA player. She had 19 rebounds in a game against UT Martin. 19.
Yeah, that's insane. You know, she's just a hustle player. She gets it done. She gets steals, she gets assists, she gets rebounds. Just a solid player all around.
Cologne had to gather it back as we approach the final 2 minutes in the third quarter. Cologne on a drive. A lot of contact there and a foul called.
That's a nice move, nice hesitation back
Ready
there.
to foul on number 30, Silva Kuba.
Panthers are now in the bonus with 2:03 remaining in this third quarter. Cologne played very well against WKU 2 weeks ago. She had 15 points. She's just been so fantastic at the line all season. Hasn't missed today. So what have you seen in this third quarter for FIU to chop away into this Western Kentucky lead?
You know, they're turning Western over, not letting them get good looks, and they're taking care of the basketball better than they did in the first half. Just knocking down shots and chipping away at the lead.
Savory. Shot clock is at 10. Roll wants a three. That's off the mark. Hayes finds Cologne. Extra pass in the corner. Nelson. She made one a moment ago. That one kicks off the back of the rim. Walker. Matched up with Hayes. WKU hasn't made a field goal in over 4.5 minutes. And Cologne will rip it away. She has numbers, and she will lay one up and in. What a third quarter for Cologne. She's got 9 to lead the Panthers. Under a minute to play. Walker calling for it. All alone, high arcing three. That's no good. Stick back, no good. Another opportunity here underneath. And finally, there's the first field goal for the Lady Hilltoppers in over 5 minutes.
That was just a hustle play, her sticking with it and getting the basket.
Western Kentucky led by as much as 16 a couple of different times in this game. Hayes on a drive, can't finish, offensive board, Emerald, and she hooks one up and in. So the Panthers have been able to chip away and make it 54-48 deficit. But that's a tough foul in the backcourt on Hayes. And this will put Western Kentucky at the free throw line. That's not the kind of foul you want to see after a made bucket.
Oh no, that stops the momentum.
So Walker at the line, freshman out of Priceville, Alabama, 83% at the line this season. Rattles in the first free throw. 3 points today for Walker. 13 minutes off the bench. .21 seconds remain in the third quarter. FIU has outscored Western Kentucky by 7 in this period. 8 seconds. On a drive, this is Hunter. Hunter draws contact. Just seems like the Panthers, offensively, they've been more comfortable and being more aggressive, driving to the bucket in this quarter.
They have, and getting to the line quite a few times here in this third quarter.
These will be the 7th and 8th free throws attempted in the quarter for FIU. Junior Grace Hunter at the line, JUCO transfer out of South Plains Community College. So she's from New Zealand, left New Zealand and played JUCO ball in Texas. Now playing at FIU in Miami. So she's been all over the place.
She has, staying where it's warm though, right?
Yeah, I don't blame her. South Plains Community College, home to one of the best women's basketball players to ever do it, and Cheryl Swoops. She played there and then eventually transferred to Texas Tech. That off the mark from Walker. After 3 quarters of play, Western Kentucky leads by 6. A dominating third quarter by FIU. So we'll step aside and be back with more from Diddle Arena. Fourth quarter coming up next with the Lady Hilltoppers up by 6. Start of the fourth quarter at Diddle Arena. Western Kentucky leads FIU 56-50, but Mike, a strong third quarter for the Panthers. They outscored the Lady Hilltoppers 22-11. What'd you see in that third quarter?
You know, they just found some rhythm, got some easy baskets, finished some tough baskets, and also got to the free throw line well in that third quarter.
Seemed like they controlled the pace of play in that third quarter as well.
They did. They played their style of basketball in that third quarter, and I feel like WKU is going to try to switch it up here and try to break that up.
What do you think will be the big keys here for each team here in the fourth?
I think taking care of the ball as she gets trapped, but taking care of the ball and getting good looks.
Strong start to begin the fourth.
Not surprised they
24
went to her.
points. Here's Nelson in the corner. She'll get it right back. Navigates her way down the lane and turns it over. Well, you alluded to turnovers. That's now 18 tonight for the Panthers. What about the performance for Morale? She had 17 in the first half. She's up to 24. She is averaging 25 points a game in conference games only.
You know, I mean, she's just being so consistent for them. Somebody that they can rely on, you know, game in and game out. Coaches love that. Players love that. You know, you can always go to her when you need a bucket.
Meredith got fouled. That's the first in the quarter on FIU. Meredith is a great story. Freshman guard out of Taylor Mill, Kentucky. Battled injuries throughout the course of her high school career. Torn ACL. She also dealt with a torn labrum. But it has not impacted her at all. Her debut season playing for the Lady Hilltoppers, Micah, she's been the freshman of the week 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah, and she's just getting started. You know, you see so much potential from her, how to overcome so much adversity. She's a tough player.
Trice. Dangerous pass, which is picked off. Western Kentucky with numbers the other way. Meade steps into a three. There's that defense leading the offense for the Lady Hilltoppers.
Yeah, they're definitely picking up the pace in this fourth quarter.
And another turnover. 20 turnovers now on the Panthers. Foul was actually, I think a foul was called. Nonetheless, Western Kentucky with possession here are able to work it into Meredith. Meredith glides all the way to the rim for the bucket. 10 points. She's the second Lady Hilltopper in double figures. Hayes, reverse layup finish. What a bucket for Hayes.
This is a tough shot.
6 points for the freshman out of Charlotte. Catch and shoot three. Blevins pops out. Meade had the offensive rebound. A jump ball has been called, and it belongs to the Panthers. Meade is not afraid to go in the land of the trees, is she?
She is not. She's small, but definitely plays with a big heart. Plays a lot bigger than she is.
She's a freshman as well from Moreno Valley, California. She went to Martin Luther King High School, same high school that one Kawhi Leonard went to.
You know, Coach Collins says she's a gym junkie, studies the game, always working on her game, and you can tell.
Two minutes into the fourth quarter. Western Kentucky had a 6-point lead to begin this quarter, then they have exploded here in the fourth. There's another foul and a look of disbelief on the senior point guard's face, Raquel Farrell-Bernard. She didn't think that was a foul. It's her second and the third in the quarter on the Panthers.
You know, I think Merrill's done that same move 4 or 5 times and got a foul called each time. So that's definitely her go-to.
Did you have a signature move?
I don't even know. I didn't drive a whole lot. I was more of a shooter from the outside.
What about when you're defending a player and you know that player has a signature move? What's that like?
I mean, you obviously try to take that away. It doesn't always work out like you expect it to, but you definitely try.
Merrill's now up to 26 points, a game high. She's now scored 20 points or more 12 times throughout the course of her career. Panthers played so well in the third quarter. They only have 2 points to show for it here in the fourth, and another turnover. Meredith with a breakaway opportunity. 12 points for Maya Meredith. She scored 12 points 2 games in a row.
WKU doing a good job and not letting FIU get any good looks. As I said, that wide open three, but.
Remember, Panthers got off to shooting so well from the outside in the first half. Not a lot of threes for them, only 2 here in the second half. They made 5 in the first half. Cologne is back in. Cologne has been sensational today for the Panthers. She's got 9 points. Blevins works it in the corner to Meredith. Meredith has had a big second half. Meredith, 3-ball pops out. Meade keeps it alive, picked up by the Lady Hilltoppers. Another hustle play by the freshman Meade.
She's getting after it.
Here she is curling off of a screen. She's going to take it inside and nails the running floater.
She was rewarded for that hustle play.
Like the Energizer Bunny running out there. Energy doesn't stop for Alexis Meade. Here's Cologne, has it knocked away by Meredith. And Meredith is going to get rewarded after forcing the turnover.
Maya Meredith.
14 points for Maya Meredith, and FIU will call a timeout with 5:58 to play in the fourth. It is all Western Kentucky as the Lady Hilltoppers have their largest lead of the afternoon, up by 18. 18-point lead for Western Kentucky with 5:58 remaining in the fourth quarter. It's been an explosion of offense for the Lady Hilltoppers in this fourth. They have outscored FIU 17-5 in the quarter. How they've done it.
Yeah, they just picked the pace back up, forcing tons of turnovers, getting very easy baskets, a lot of layups. The pace is definitely in their favor right now.
Western Kentucky trying to go to 7-0 in conference action. Win 9 games in a row. This is a Western Kentucky team last year that won 7 games, 6 in Conference USA. Coming into this year, they were picked preseason 12th. What a season and a turnaround for Greg Collins. There's a foul underneath.
You know, a lot of freshmen didn't really know what to expect, but, you know, like Coach Collins said, chemistry is off the charts. They love hanging out and together, like off the court, and that definitely shows on the court.
Yeah, that was one of the first things that he told us. Team chemistry with this group is off the charts. And you said it, most of them are freshmen or underclassmen, which will pay dividends for him down the road. What a game for Meredith, 16 points.
I feel like she's really turned on here in the second half, finishing strong.
She loves playing against FIU. She had 21 points, a game high against the Panthers 2 weeks ago. 3 by Cologne, offline. 20-point lead for Western Kentucky. Lady Hilltoppers on a 6-0 run. They made their last 4. Now make it 5 after that bucket made by Faustino. Whether that was actually Jalen Foster. 9 points for Foster. Here's another turnover. Meredith back to Foster with a nice pass. The results in a foul. You can tell the WKU bench, they wanted that one.
Yeah, that was a good pass.
And this will take us to immediate timeout. Lady Hilltoppers rolling up by 20, looking for more when we come back to Diddle Arena. 4:11 to go in the fourth quarter. 20-point lead, rather 22-point lead for Western Kentucky over FIU. Just another day of the office for the senior Morale. 26 points in 31 minutes on 9 of 15 shooting. She dropped 36 points in a game this season. She has 4 30-point games this year. 4.
Like I said, so consistent for WKU. Every game she's scoring double figures, and that's a good feeling for a coach to have a player like that to rely on.
It's a 10-0 run here for the Lady Hilltoppers. Again, they got outscored by 9 in the third quarter as Nelson tees up a 3 and hits. 6 points for Nelson. But just a dominating fourth quarter. Western Kentucky still running that offense. Not really burning time off the clock. Here's McBride, she'll cycle it out. Blevins, a step back 3. In the hands of Meade, and Meade is fouled. So the Western Kentucky gets bailed out with the foul call. It's another great hustle play though by the freshman Meade. Meade is on quite the streak at the free throw line. 75% this season, but she's made 11 of her last 12.
You know, Meade, one of the smallest players on the floor, and tied for rebounding for Western Kentucky with 6 rebounds today.
And it just shows you the effort that she's been playing with. 12 points, 6 rebounds for Meade, and she comes off the floor. Walker back in. Hayes hops and is fouled by McBride. McBride didn't care for the call. That's the second in the quarter on Western Kentucky. First personal on McBride. Jordan Smith is in. Smith, 4 minutes in the first half for the sophomore out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Nelson trying to post up. She finds Hayes for a three. Good look. And Hayes will grab her own miss, and she's fouled by McBride.
And that was a hustle foul, but I know Coach Collins wouldn't want, 2 fouls back to back, especially with 3 minutes to go in this fourth quarter.
Panthers will be home next as McBride with a block out of bounds. It's got to feel great for her, right? Just picked up a foul a moment ago. Now she gets a block.
Absolutely.
Hayes off the fingertips of Torres and out of bounds. That is now 24 turnovers on FIU.
As good as they were in the third quarter, they really can't find a rhythm here in the fourth.
What do you attribute that to?
I think WKU picked up the intensity. I think they came out a little flat after halftime with that lead. And
wow, how about that ball movement?
Great finish.
16 assists today for Western Kentucky. That's how many they average per game, which is most in the conference. There's a foul on Savory, number 2. 4 fouls in the quarter on Western Kentucky. Rather, it's actually 3 fouls on the Lady Toppers. This has been a 14-3 run for Western Kentucky over the past 4 minutes. Western Kentucky will hit the road next at UAB and at Middle Tennessee as the Panthers knock down a 3. This will be big games coming up for Western Kentucky as Walker gets fouled by Grace Hunter in the backcourt.
That will be a big road challenge for Western Kentucky. UAB and Western always have good games, and then going to Middle Tennessee, Western's rival. Those are always good games.
100 miles of hates. What do you remember most about those matchups?
They were always super intense. Both teams always, brought their A game. And it truly is, 100 miles of hate, huge rival for Western and Middle Tennessee.
Walker puts down both free throws. 6 points today for the freshman out of Alabama, Walker. 85-61. Western Kentucky has scored 29 points in this quarter. Here's a step back 3 by Grace Hunter. Wow, what a shot. 9 points for Hunter. And a timeout called by WKU head coach Greg Collins. 30-second timeout. So 1:53 to go in the fourth. And Western Kentucky in front 85-64. And the machine continues to roll, Michael, as Lady Hilltoppers on the verge of going to 7-0, which would match the team you played on from 2015 to 2016 for the best start in conference play. So about midway point in conference season, what's it like when you hit this portion of the schedule?
You start to look at, some adversity. Maybe your bodies are getting tired. It's important not to fall into that trap and just keep things rolling, keep the energy, keep the chemistry going, and they're a fun team to watch. So I look forward to the rest of their season.
Savory acting like a wide receiver on that one. Over the shoulder catch results in a made bucket. And a foul on Walker. 4 fouls on WKU.
Number 24, Jenna Walker. That's her first, team 4.
First personal on Walker. Greg Collins today has played 13 different players getting action in a conference game. As the Panthers are now in the bonus with 1:38 to go.
Team 6 of the quarter.
You know, both teams have played several players. I think just the pace of this game has led to that. Very fast-paced and some fatigue setting in, but you know, really hadn't seen any difference on the floor with WKU especially.
Grace Hunter's played well. 10 points today for Grace Hunter. Second game in a row for her where she's hit double digits. Here's Jordan Smith. Smith penetrates, lost it. Gonzalez digs it out for the Panthers. Hunter had the hot hand as of late. She's feeling it. That time off the mark on the jumper, but it's off the foot of the freshman, Gabby McBride. So with this win, Western Kentucky will improve to 14-4 overall, 7-0 in Conference USA. When you look at the start of the season, 3 of those losses came in the first 4 for Western Kentucky. What a turnaround for Greg Collins and his group. Lady Hilltoppers lost to Purdue, Kansas State, and UT Martin.
1 minute remaining in regulation. 1 minute.
Under a minute to go inside Diddle Arena. It's been a big day all the way around for Western Kentucky. The 1992 runner-up team was honored at halftime. This bunch this year on the verge of going to 7-0. There's a turnover. 21 turnovers now on the Lady Hilltoppers. That's how many they average a game. So both teams have hit their marks.
Yeah, lots of turnovers today.
Final 30 seconds. Hunter sidesteps McBride, but misses it.
That's a good move, couldn't finish.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? No more shot clock. Let's see if the Lady Hilltoppers attempt the final shot. If Greg Collins tells them to back off, they will. So this will be a nice win for WKU. 9 in a row. And more importantly, the Lady Hilltoppers remain undefeated in conference play at 7-0.
Very big win for them. I'd say they have a lot of confidence going to a big road trip.
UAB, Middle Tennessee. That's coming up next for Western Kentucky. Final thoughts from this one?
I think it was a good game by WKU. I think they need to cut down on turnovers. Both teams would benefit from that. Lots of hustle plays, though. I'd say that Coach Collins is happy with his team.
So for Micah Spears, I'm Graham Doty saying so long from Diddle Arena in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Final score, Western Kentucky 87, FIU 66. All games hearing on the ESPN Network, streaming live and archived on the ESPN app. This has been a presentation of ESPN.